Another round of winter weather has hit the D.C. region. This messy nor'easter arriving with full force just hours ago, and the storm, it is not over yet. Thank you for being here with us on this live stream. If you're with us on Facebook, WUSA9.com or our WUSA9 app. Hello, I'm Lorenzo Hall. There's a lot to talk about tonight, of course. The snow. We just can't catch a break this winter, can we? Powder is blanketing roads in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. And snow, not the only story tonight as we look live along I-68 in Cumberland, Maryland. Just blanketed there, you see. We're tracking the threats of freezing rain, sleet, and ice, and the roads are slick out there, and that will continue through the morning. Let's get a look at what's happening right now in D.C.'s most accurate forecast. The chief, Topper Shutt, here with us right now. Hey, Top.
Yeah, we're not done with the storm. We're done with the snow in the metro overnight, but winds are going to pick up tonight, and we're going to look at wind chills tomorrow morning in the teens. But let's widen out the radar. So we have most of the rain now pushing through the district, almost up 270, almost to Frederick. And notice the yellows and the oranges. Those are heavy rainfall rates. It almost looks like a summer radar with even flecks of red into Calvert County. Might even hear the rumble of thunder in Calvert County. So we'll zoom in a little more past couple of hours. Still a little bit of snow mixed out toward Frederick, but even out toward Hagerstown. Temperatures have warmed at the surface and also aloft, and they've gone into a mix. So essentially west of Cumberland may be the only place that stays snow all night. So this is right now. So we have rain across the metro in green, heavier rain in the yellow and orange, and we have a mix up toward Frederick and out toward Leesburg and Hagerstown with snow out toward Cumberland. So this is great news. I mean, this is going to improve the roads vastly as we go through the night. Why? It's 45 in D.C. right now. It's 48 in La Plata, even 37 in Frederick, and it's even 34 in Hagerstown. So everyone's above freezing or at freezing. Front Royal's at 32. So that's fantastic news. That will really help the roads. By 11 o'clock tonight, rain will be pushing through the metro. Heaviest rain across the bay. See the red there? That's even the rumble of thunder. Temperatures, 43 in D.C. But by morning, we're going to see some snow showers develop. The best news? Temperatures at the surface are going to be above freezing. This is all not going to flash freeze overnight. It's going to be just slushy in the morning. So we're looking at temperatures 34 in Leesburg by 6 a.m. Some snow showers, but no real problems. And then by noon, we're still looking at temperatures around 40. It'll be a very blustery day tomorrow. Don't pay so much attention to the highs, upper 30s, low 40s. It's the wind chills we'll come back and talk about. By 5 o'clock, even a couple more snow showers possible. East of 95 and temperatures generally in the 30s and still above freezing. So I don't think we're going to get below freezing again until tomorrow night. We'll come back. We'll show you who's under a wind advisory. And we'll also talk about wind chills tomorrow.
Ooh, okay. We'll see you in a bit. Thank you, Top. Now let's get a look at what's happening on the ground. Our Nathan Baca is live right now in Winchester, Virginia. What are you saying there, Nathan?
Well, here in Winchester, the good news is that the snow and the sleet has stopped. Just a few minutes ago, we actually watched as the sleet stopped. It used to be that stinging sleet, that ice that would just hit your face. That stopped. This is Route 7 here. About 30 miles to the east is Leesburg. This continues on to Winchester. Now you can see here, this is just this wet sort of snow that just is very soggy and doesn't clump well together. This is the wet snow that's been pushed by snow plows like that one over there. You see that snow plow there just clearing out Route 7 here to keep the line open between Winchester and Leesburg. And also Interstate 81, which is just behind me as well. We've been watching I-81 just to make certain that everything's going okay there. Somebody having a little bit of fun there here at the gas station. But that being said, also you could just tell as far as the road conditions here, it's really hard and crunchy. In fact, I'm just going to bring the microphone down so you can just hear how crunchy this area is, which is the challenge that's being faced right here on these roads, that these snow plows, and in fact you also see the salting of Route 7 here. So some good work here by VDOT and its contractors. VDOT and the Shenandoah Valley is saying stay off the road if you can avoid it. Unlike that guy who's having a little bit too much fun on the roads. But again, you have a situation here where VDOT is saying let it go to these plows, let the plows do their work. And they are doing so here in the Shenandoah Valley. Again, the sleet has just stopped here in Winchester. Reporting live in Winchester, Nathan Baca, WUSA9.
Yeah, and Nathan, have you seen a lot of drivers out? Even within this, 1 or 2 minutes we've been here with you right now, we've seen a lot of plows and road crews out there, but not a lot of drivers, aside from the person who was driving that white SUV there.
Right, not a lot. Not a lot of drivers. That's the good news. Most people are taking into account VDOT and their advice to just stay off the roads in the Shenandoah Valley area. Even when we were looking at I-81, thankfully, most of the vehicles there were either big rigs, very few of them. But I-81 is even though it's not good to drive on right now, you just see a few cars here driving past, and sometimes they are going a little bit too fast. Like that car right there. It's a little bit too fast for that car to be going, especially if it's just like a regular four-door sedan. But again, most people following VDOT's advice in the Shenandoah Valley area and staying off the roads in Winchester. Back to you.
You're hanging out with the fun folks tonight. All right, Nathan, thank you so much. All right, now we want to get to our Evan Kozlov, who's in Montgomery County. And what's it like where you are right now, Evan?
Well, Lorenzo, it's not fun. The snow has sort of turned into a lot of rain. And so it is wet, it is cold out here. The good news is that some of these roads, especially the primary roads, are improving. I'll just show you, this is Rockville Pike right here. I didn't see Topper Shutt, but I heard it. It sounds like there are a number of cars going by. Fortunately, here on Rockville Pike, pretty empty here. And the reason is just because it's wet and disgusting. You can probably see all this slush that we've got going on here. I'm gonna take another step and move back up here to talk about the consistency of this snow. As you can see, it's just a wet, heavy packed snow right there. Not a lot of fun. Let's talk about roads real quick. 5,400 square lane miles in Montgomery County that they had to hit. And they started by hitting all those primary roads like this one. And I did find out about a half hour ago that they did move on to residential roads. So that's very good news. They're moving on to maybe your neighborhood. You're gonna see plows going by. You might be able to see over my left shoulder, there are some plows here. Not much to do on the main roads. But anyways, people in residential areas, they are starting to dig out. Hopefully they got to it before this rain started to kick in. Take a listen to what a few people had to say.
Oh, it's pretty nice. I like the snow.
You like this? It is cold, it is wet?
Yes, because why? Ask me why.
Why is that?
Because the past 2 years we didn't have any snow. Right now it's not too heavy, it's kind of light. You can see that I was shoveling the snow very easily.
I like to be outside with the snowing. It's mostly dry. Now it's raining started, it's gonna be wet.
You got rain dripping down your face and you're just all smiles.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, so two very happy people to be out in the cold rain here in Montgomery County. The next step, as Topper was mentioning, is going to be the wind. A wind advisory here in Montgomery County for the National Weather Service is going to kick off tomorrow morning. They're warning of gusts up to 40 miles per hour. We'll see if that's changed over the hours, but that's next. We had rain and now we're moving on to more wind.
I'm like,
Lorenzo.
you're going to have to use that hood at some point, Evan. Did you hear the rain?
I don't know. It's such a nice hat, though, you know?
All right, Evan.
There you go. Better?
You stay safe. That's how it should be. We appreciate you. All right, let's check in now with our Tom Dempsey, who's been really traversing the area for the last couple of hours or so. Last I heard, Tom, you were in Fairfax County. Is that the case right now? And if so, how are the roads looking?
Yes, it is, Lorenzo. We've been actually in the WSA 9 Weather Explorer for the last several hours, really monitoring these weather conditions and the road conditions for our viewers. Here's the really good news that we've noticed, especially in these this recent time, that this rain has really cleared a lot of the snow from the roads. We'll switch it to our cameras here on the Weather Explorer as we're driving through a big puddle. You can see the puddles really forming as a result of all this rain. This is in Springfield as we drive right in the area of Old Keene Mill Road. Again, though, you can see lots of the snow pushed to the side by these plows and not much of it remaining in the middle of the roads that cars will be driving over. But every now and then you'll see pockets of slush. Again, even more good news that we can report. Not much sliding and not much ice out there on the roads right now. As we switch it to our back camera, you can get another glimpse of kind of the wet roads that we're seeing right now. Again, the slush, you'll see pockets of it now and then, but not much sliding. I asked our driver, Dave Scarnato, my teammate, as we're driving around tonight, and he has not been sliding around at all. We haven't really ran into much ice here, but again, those puddles can be an issue every now and then, and we're really starting to see those form along some parts of the road. Just some information we wanted to pass along. We checked in with Virginia State Police And in the Fairfax County District for Virginia State Police, they reported on 104 disabled cars and 65 crashes. That's just in the Fairfax County District, Virginia State Police, and that's from midnight going into Sunday through around 8:30 on Sunday. So, you know, the conditions that we are seeing right now, Lorenzo, again, not much snow in the roads, but very wet we're seeing. And again, not much ice, which is very good news to report considering, you know, all the cold weather we've been seeing throughout the day. You can see kind of a glistening off the road right now. Again, probably the biggest thing drivers need to keep in mind at this hour are those puddles. So continue to drive slowly as we see some of that slush kind of building up along the sides right here. But you can see our windshield wipers hard at work right now as we pull onto one of the more residential streets at this hour. Again, lots of that snow clearing off as a result of this rain, and we've seen a lot of emergency crews and road crews, I should say, hard at work for the last several hours, really plowing these roads, and the plow truck drivers making sure parking lots are clear for people to get around. Sidewalks can be an issue for some at this hour with, again, some of that the snow really leading to some slippery conditions possibly in your area. But again, the good news is not too much, you know, ice to report along with these road conditions at this hour, but still taking it slowly with kind of the storm still passing through our area, Lorenzo.
Yeah, it looks like the rain's helping clear some of those roads as well. Tom, thank you. Thank your driver, too. Dave Scarnato is doing well out there. All right, and you know, while the snowstorm earlier this month left hundreds of people, thousands of people really without power, there's a bit of good news tonight on that front. We did check in with local power companies Pepco, Dominion Energy, and BG&E. All report just a handful of outages in our area. And you know, joining us right now on the phone to talk about how local utilities weathered today's snowstorm is Peggy Fox with Dominion Energy. Peggy, good to hear from you. How are you?
Hey, Lorenzo. Good to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. And you know, how
well, we can report. Yeah, we can
how are
report
Dominion
good news
customers
too.
faring right now?
We're doing pretty good. I actually came down to Fredericksburg because, you know, this area, Fredericksburg and Stafford, really got hammered last week. And so we wanted to make sure we were kind of, you know, ahead of the game down here. And so we even had power crews. We have power crews from Texas here in Fredericksburg ready to respond. And we have crews also from Louisiana and I believe Oklahoma in the area ready to respond. But good news, we don't have the outages that we were fearing. Yeah. In fact, in Northern Virginia, we have about only 53 right now. That was up to 300 just a few minutes ago, but our crews are out there working, trying to get everyone back. Those 53 outages, yes, they have to do with some branches down and things like that. But we do have 16,000 system-wide. Most of that is in the Norfolk area. So I imagine some of the crews that have come in to help us will head over there tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow morning, and help those folks out. But, you know, we're thankful, but we were ready to go. We've got the storm, our storm center folks are going to be up at 6 a.m. just to make sure, looking over the whole thing and make sure we can wrap it up. But fingers crossed, and I think it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and Peggy, going into the night and tomorrow morning, what is the biggest concern?
I think icing, you know, but those temperatures have warmed. But still, we saw the snow turn over to sleet and ice, and I think it's a great idea to stay off the roads, even though, you know, we heard about some of the cars that have had accidents and crashes and whatnot. So just, you know, stay hunkered down, stay in your home, be thankful your power's on, right? Yes. We're thankful. And I think that's, you know, you always want to be prepared, prepare for the worst, and then, you know, be glad when things turn out okay.
Oh, yeah. Bet a lot of folks breathing a sigh of relief this time around. Peggy Fox with Dominion Energy. Thank you. And thank your crews out there working tonight as well for us.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much.
You be safe. All right, and when weather's the big story, we love hearing from you too. Here's a look at some of the pictures and videos you've sent in to us today. These are just a few of them. Like this one here, a cute picture from Lisa Ward in Frederick, Maryland. That's her dog Zeke. Just, you know, watching the snow. Then check out this screenshot from a doorbell camera in Brandywine. Pretty clear picture too. This is from Tony Gartner. And you can see earlier, I believe, there was the driveway. It's just covered there. Looks beautiful. And Bethesda also got a good dusting. Our Bruce LaShan sent in this picture to us, and someone just out there casually walking the dog a little earlier. This is when it was beautiful out. Now it's just a big mess. Remember, share your photos and videos by tapping on Near Me in the WUSA9 app. If you're watching us in the app right now, it's right there in the bottom right. If not, when you do log on, just go to the right-hand corner and tap Near Me. You can see your videos, your pictures right here and on TV as well. Let's get a check on the forecast again. The Chief Topper Shutt back here with us now. And Topper, so for the most part, the snow is done.
It is done, and
Okay.
I think I want to echo, what Peggy was saying. Temperatures are going to go up all night.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking at any massive freezing overnight. Could there be some slick spots well west of town? Yes. We have to kind of turn our attention to the strong winds overnight and then refreezing tomorrow night. All right, so let's talk about our forecast. I mean, it was pretty good. I feel pretty good. You're never going to draw a perfect snow map, and we wrestle with these constantly. But 1 to 3 inches northwest D.C., Gaithersburg, Rockville, up to Frederick, 3 to 6 Culpeper to Orange, and then 6 to 12 Winchester, Martinsburg, and Hagerstown. This may have underperformed a little bit along I-81, and parts of Frederick County may have performed a little bit better. But that said, national 2.6 inches. 2.3 at Dulles. So National was a little higher than I thought. I had them in the 1 inch band. Dulles, we went 1 to 3. Okay. Rockville, you were in the 1 to 3 band, 2.5. Fairfax, you were in the 1 to 3 band, 2.4. Percival, we had you in the 3 to 6 band. You underperformed a little bit, only 2.8 out in Percival. Other totals. Okay. So Hagerstown, 2.5. That's a big disappointment. But Greenbelt, 2 inches. Okay. 2 inches in Fredericksburg. 5 inches in Winchester. We had you in the 3 to 6. And then Manassas, 3.2 inches. So pretty good little snow. Not a perfect snow. So we'd like a snow that doesn't change to slop. Okay.
So this one doesn't count
This
for
one
you?
doesn't really count. I
Okay.
did not get the breadometer out last night because of that. So here's Futurecast. Here's the radar, rather. We widened this out. So the storm is essentially about overhead. It's going to go almost over D.C. right now. Again, if you wanted all snow, you snow lovers, you want the storm offshore. That would have locked in the cold air, because we had a ton of cold air to start the day. I mean, in some ways, it was a classic setup until the storm did it. It's called an inside runner, and it runs inside the coast and it erodes our cold air. So we'll zoom in a little bit. So now we have rain, pretty good rain in the metro, a mix out toward Hagerstown and Frederick, and very little snow. You got to go way out in the mountains for snow at this hour. And look at the yellows. That's moderate rainfall. Look at the red. It looks like July, doesn't it? You might hear the rumble of thunder down towards southern Maryland, Patuxent River. Temperature's still going up, 46 in D.C. So it's going to be deceiving when you go back and look on this day. It started snowing with temperatures in the 20s, but the high for the day will be 46 or 47 before midnight. All right, temperatures above freezing everywhere. So tomorrow morning, yes, don't freak out. There could be some snow showers. Most of us have the day off, so temperatures in the upper 30s. No one's below freezing at 6 o'clock in the morning. By 9 o'clock, some breaks in the clouds, still above freezing. Still windy and blustery, no doubt about that. By 1 o'clock, a lot of clouds, winds howling, temperature still mid-30s to upper 30s, so still above freezing. You got to go way out in Cumberland and Oakland to get any sub-freezing temps. And I got to tell you, you cross Savage Mountain tomorrow, you're not going to want to go across Savage Mountain. They're going to have 50-mile-per-hour winds, heavy snow squalls all day west of the Divide. That includes Deep Creek around Oakland and Canaan Valley. It'll be more than likely blizzard conditions in terms of visibility, so don't go out 68 tomorrow, please. Then by 5:30, maybe a couple snow showers east of town, temperature still above freezing. And then tomorrow night, finally, by 9:30, 10 o'clock, temperatures start to go below freezing. That's why we'll have some wet spots, slick spots tomorrow night. I don't think we'll have any tonight at all, but a cold night tomorrow. All right, so we have a wind advisory, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. Winds could gust 45 to 55. That might be a little aggressive. I'm not seeing that on any of the computer models. Winds are mainly going to gust 40 to 45. Still strong. You know, if it's a case where you have to recycle, I know a lot of it's not going to happen tomorrow because of the holiday, but if you do have something going on tomorrow, trash pickup, put your address on the trash can because it could be somewhere else. Yeah. So by 7 o'clock, winds gusting 25 to 35 in the metro. By lunchtime, winds gusting up to 36 in Frederick. And then by the time we get to 6:30, winds still gusting 25 to 35. So this mile's a little tamer on the models, but still, I mean on the winds, but that's still pretty hefty winds tomorrow. And you know what? It's going to turn into a pretty cold day because of that. Right now, it feels like it's 26 in D.C., feels like it's 29 in Manassas. By morning, even though temps will be not that cold and above freezing, it's going to feel like it's in the teens in the burbs. That's 7 o'clock in the morning. By lunchtime, it's going to feel like it's in the 20s. And then by 7 o'clock, feels like it's again in the teens. 18 in Gaithersburg, 19 in Bowie, 20 in D.C. So a blustery day tomorrow, even though we're going to go with temperatures upper 30s, low 40s. Don't let that deceive you. All right, so no yellow weather alerts. Windy, a few snow showers tomorrow. Cold on Tuesday. There's a break, 50. That's Zoe weather in January. Showers at night. Here we get more Arctic air in here. Thursday, Friday. Lucky to break freezing. Cold on Saturday, cold on Sunday. Guess what? Watch another storm on the weekend. Right now, this storm is south of us. But remember, a week ago.
You said that last time.
I know, a week ago, this storm was south of us. So we'll see what happens. But the Arctic air is in place once again.
Always too soon, Top.
No, it's January. It's great.
Yeah, I know. That 50 looks nice, too, though.
Yeah, well, to some it might, sure.
Thank you, Top. All right, let's check in with our Megan Rivers now. She spent the day driving all over our area as well, from Dale City, Virginia, up 95 to D.C.
Our region saw a lot of snow today. We traveled all the way down 95 towards Dale City, stopped over in Dumfries and checked in with our neighbors there, made our way back up 95 northbound to Alexandria, stopped in along Route 1 and saw what was going on in that area. Then took GW Parkway back into D.C. and made our way here to Georgetown, where snow has fallen in this area too. We spoke with a number of people who decided to come out for various reasons, and a few of those wish they had stayed at home. Stuck between a rock and a hard place.
A mile from home.
Rika Thompson and her friends found themselves in a ditch. Rika, why did you come outside?
We was out before the snow started and we was hurrying up trying to go home. Like, literally.
Fortunately, they were all okay. The car, not so much. In about an hour's time, Dale City and Dumfries were both covered in snow.
I'm happy it's snowing, I really am.
Shoppers like Janice Latson came out to pick up a few items to hold them over while it snowed.
Yeah, we should have stayed at home, but we needed some groceries.
Even joggers still ran their routes while plow trucks kept the roads as clean as they could. But it's tomorrow's cleanup Mary isn't looking forward to.
It's an inconvenience now for my life. I'm semi-retired, so I don't really have to get out.
Well, a lot of people have Monday off from work to celebrate the MLK Junior holiday. So a number of events, though, have already been postponed or canceled because of the weather that we experienced today. So you want to double check before heading out. But that's the latest from here in Georgetown. I'm Megan Rivers, WUSA 9.
All right, Megan, thank you. I got to give a shout right down as well to Anita Whitaker, who's watching us on our live stream on Facebook and says hello, and she's crocheting and drinking tea. That sounds delightful on this Sunday night. Hi, Anita. All right, let's check out some of your pictures now, like in video as well, like this video we got from D.C. Not only are you getting a scenic view of the snow, but look there in the distance. You see it? Fireworks. They light fireworks for everything in D.C. Even a snow day. That's for you, Tom.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
All right, and this is what it looked like when the snow started falling earlier this afternoon. Our Megan Rivers, whom you just heard there, sent in this video from Dale City, Virginia. That's in Prince William County, a little slow motion action there. And also the view from Gaithersburg, Maryland. This is from Michael Melendez. Yeah, no, they may not have a hard time getting out of that parking lot. Pretty nice, though, earlier today. All right, our coverage on this nasty nor'easter will continue throughout the evening. Join us on your TV for the news at 11 o'clock. We're going to begin a little later because of football, so that's going to be at 11:09 tonight. Then be sure to join us tomorrow morning when you wake up. Our Get Up DC team will be on the air bright and early. They'll help you navigate this mess starting at 4 a.m. Not quite bright and early, but early. All right, and another great resource, text SNOW to that number on your screen, 202-895-5599, and we will text you back with links to the latest forecast from the WUSA 9 weather team. But for now, stay warm, stay inside, stay safe, and we will see you on TV at 11:09. Have a great night until then.